Welcome back to Carneades.org. Today we're going to be continuing with our series, 4 weeks of famous philosophers. In this video we're going to be looking at Saint Anselm, father of the Scholastics, Archbishop of Canterbury, and inventor of the Ontological Argument. Now, though many philosophers might first identify Saint Anselm as the inventor of the ontological argument for the existence of God, he was, in fact, also the father of the philosophical tradition known as Scholasticism, and a prominent figure in the church in his time. Now, Anselm, born in 1033, always wanted to be a monk, and though his father forbid him from joining the order where he grew up, he eventually accomplished his dream of becoming a monk, and much more. He traveled to Bec and studied under Prior Lanfranc. He went on to become not just a monk, but a prior and later even an abbot in Bec. Eventually, he went so far as to take up the post of Archbishop of Canterbury, and posthumously was canonized as a saint for all of the work that he did for the church. He, in fact, though, never really wanted the post of Archbishop of Canterbury, and requested on multiple occasions to be allowed to give it up. And yet, after accepting it, he fought vehemently for the rights of the church to be free of the power of the crown. He disputed with kings, in fact, so much that he was exiled from England not once, but twice in his lifetime. Anselm was instrumental in formalizing much of medieval thought and theological claims into more formal philosophical arguments. Many consider him to be the father of the scholastic tradition, which attempted to reconcile the logic and teaching of the ancient Greeks with the doctrine of the church and the teaching of the Bible. This led to a movement which searched for a rational justification for the existence of God. So, taking the kind of ancient Greek side of we want rational justification for ideas and combining that with the Christian side of we want to believe in God. And so to square that circle, you have to bring those two ideas together. And that was one of the main projects of the Scholastics. And so following this tradition, Anselm was best known in philosophy as the inventor of something known as the Ontological Argument for the existence of God. This is one of probably the 3 or 4 main arguments you'll ever see for the existence of God. Simply, this argument goes as follows. There exists something that is the greatest thing imaginable. The idea of this thing would be greater if it was real than if it was not. So it must be real, because if it's not real, then it's not the greatest thing imaginable. Therefore, God exists, because God is identical to that thing. For more on this argument, I highly encourage you check out my series on the 7 ontological arguments for the existence of God. Therefore, I give you Saint Anselm, father of the Scholastics, Archbishop of Canterbury, and inventor of the Ontological Argument. Next up, we're going to be looking at another of the Scholastics, St. Thomas Aquinas. Watch this video and more here at Carneades.org, and stay skeptical, everybody.